Welcome to Unsportsmanlike Conduct. I'm Tommy Morris. Trevor Baru is with me. And Trev, David Blatt has been taking a lot of heat after that Game 4 where he almost called a timeout when he didn't have any. And then LeBron James said that he basically called the final play that resulted in the game when he shot. Is he done? I mean, is there anything that he can do to save his job at this point?
Tommy, I think barring winning a championship, he's got to go. The thing that disturbed me a little bit wasn't that LeBron called his own play. I think with superstars that happens all the time. Michael Jordan's done it before, Kobe's done it. But the fact that he decided to come out to the media and explain that just seemed completely unnecessary and completely disrespectful to David Blatt, especially when they're in a playoff run and LeBron talks about turning off his phone and no distractions and all.
Well, except for the one Instagram he liked.
What?
Except
for the one Instagram.
Yeah,
so I think that's more telling that LeBron needed to come out and say that. The other thing that I don't think that many people have talked about, it's not just LeBron, it's the way that Kevin Love has been used this year. Remember, he's a free agent. If Kevin Love doesn't like the way he's fit into this offense, they gave up Andrew Wiggins and Anthony Bennett, whatever his name.
Yeah, Anthony Bennett.
Anthony Bennett. So it's not just about LeBron. You got to keep Kevin Love happy too, or you gave up a pretty penny for nothing in return.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's gone either way. The problem is LeBron James is not only the best player on the team, he's also the coach, and apparently he's the GM. So it appears to me that he doesn't respect David Blatt at all. Otherwise, he wouldn't be saying what he's saying in the media. There have been a couple other subtle jabs earlier about talking about, we're talking about, whenever there's a problem, he blames the strategy, never really blames the players or anything like that. So I think LeBron's going to want him out of here no matter what. And I think it's kind of unfair, to be honest with you, because, I mean, David Blatt, he was kind of put in an impossible situation, but I think he's one and done. Even if they win the championship, even if they win the rest of their playoff games by 100.
And you got to remember that David Blatt was hired before LeBron decided to go to Cleveland, so that does throw a little wrench into everything here. And I think it also shows the complexity of coaching the NBA. David Blatt has had a wealth of experience and success coaching overseas in Israel, almost 20 years. But the NBA is a different beast. And I think you've seen throughout the year, I haven't thought it's been too impressive the way he has used Kevin Love. There's a lot of other ways that.
I think you mentioned his overseas work. It almost seems to me like he's starstruck by his own players. I mean, he's used to getting guys who are those middle tier, almost drafted guys. Those would be the only ones you get from America, and then you have some international guys who have no chance to make the NBA. So now he's coaching these guys who he sees on TV all the time. I think for him, it was almost like whoa, I'm coaching LeBron James, I'm coaching Kevin Love, I'm coaching Kyrie Irving. And I think he kind of overwhelmed him, I think.
Whether it's fair or not for David Blatt, I've been pretty annoyed with the way LeBron's getting conducted himself this year. For a guy who's supposed to be such a great teammate, the rumors of how good a teammate he was with the Miami Heat, the things that he's just done some very peculiar things this year, including talking about why he ditched the headband because it's all about being one with the team, and then he put the headband back on in Game 2, and then he makes this big stink about why he's not using his phone during the playoffs. Why not just not use your phone? Why do you have to make this big stink about every single thing you're doing? And then he liked the Instagram, like you mentioned. So I think it's been an interesting year with LeBron. He also, he told Kevin Love he needed to fit in. I really think LeBron James has contradicted himself and has been a bit hypocritical this year as he's tried to act like a leader, but then done some things that aren't necessarily that leader-like.
We'll see what happens. I mean, if they win a championship, I don't think anyone will care.